Hey everybody, it's Jeff with Id10TGarage, and just want to talk a little bit about the Hot Rod Power Tour and everything that went on. So 1,440 miles total. It was a nice trip. We lost a lot of oil. I lost almost a whole case of oil just getting to Atlanta. But eventually when we got to Atlanta, we found out that my oil sender was leaking over the back of the Cleveland. So that fixed things up. Then I was only losing about a quart of oil every day until day 3 when I overheated. Found out I've got the standard 4-blade fan. I didn't even realize that. So that was a big part of that problem. I had to leave it out on both events in North Carolina, Rockingham and the Z-Max. But, you know, we made it to Bristol finally. After the overheating, we did start losing a lot of oil. A lot of seals kind of warmed up too much, and so it was leaking oil out of everywhere. Was going through 2 to 3 quarts a day at that point. So total used about 3 gallons of oil on the whole trip. It ran really good most of the way. We did run into some issues. I lost a spark plug wire due to it hitting the header, so had to replace all the spark plug wires in the parking lot. Was going to add a flex fan, but unfortunately you can't buy spacers in North Carolina. So it was just kind of one of those things where ended up having to run the 4-blade the rest of the way, limped it into Bristol, and then headed home. It was acting a little weird on the way home, and even the transmission got a little hot on the drive to Knoxville after Bristol. I mean, there was a lot of hills involved on the way to Bristol and to Knoxville. Then found out spark plug wires had come loose a little bit on the distributor. Ran strong again, and then I think I fouled out some plugs because I had to limp it home about 100 miles from Knoxville. Just having issues, but in general, it was a great trip. The car made it just fine. I got the new fan on it now. I'm going to put some new spark plugs on it. We're going to weekender for a while until I can afford to really rebuild the Cleveland. But that leads me to the next thing, which is what's next for the channel. What are we going to do now? Well, that's an easy answer. We got to start getting ready for the Hot Rod Power Tour next year. And as of right now, I don't take the same car every year because I got 3 different cars. So that means we're going to get back to work on the 69 Mustang. I've been neglecting it for about a year and a half probably. I've got a lot of welding to do. I'm getting all the measurements for the rear window. So we're going to start getting to work on there, and I'm going to get everything lined up. I got to take all these quarters back off and bend these back down to prepare for welding. I got the electrical system wired back up and started putting accessories on the 351 Windsor with AOD I have. Got my ground strap on. So I will start videoing all of that. So it's a lot of work to do. I really want to hear this engine roar up, so I'm getting my valve covers put on. These were just sitting there really to keep dirt and stuff out of it when I transported it to my house. So that's pretty much it. We're going to get to work on this thing and hopefully get it all together. I mean, this is, if for some of you that haven't followed along, I've got new doors, new fenders, new quarter panels, new rear panel, new drop down panels, a new trunk lid. So basically all new sheet metal on this car. I mean, I put this hood on when I bought the car and it's brand new as well. So other than the roof itself, it's going to have all new sheet metal. I did patch a little bit of the floor, so the floor is good. Patched the torque boxes. Well, actually I put new torque boxes in it, I believe. Did some patching on the frame rails. So I mean, this is going to be 2024 Power Tour car. It's an awesome car. It ran good. Had a 302 in it, and I bought from my buddy David Adams this 351 Windsor that has aluminum heads, a camshaft in it, non-roller camshaft, and a Elderbrock intake manifold. So I just got to get everything put together and see if we can get it to start. It has an AOD behind it too, so I have to get my drive shaft shortened about a 1 inch. But you know, that's it. I mean, the interior of this car is already done, so I don't have to worry about any of that. I'm hopefully going to be able to use my spot welder a lot on this. That's the goal, especially with these back areas. I want to make sure I don't have any major, you know, welds to grind down and keep sharp, so that way, you know, in general, we don't mess up our rubber. But just kind of give you a nice look around. Lots of stuff to do. Lots of stuff to do. But that's pretty much it. Like I said, I just want to kind of give an update on what's next. Obviously, I've been out of town, so I don't have a video for today. So I figured I'd shoot this and let you guys know what to expect. So hopefully next week we'll get our first video out since about a year and a half ago on the Mustang. So we'll see you soon.